favorite cord for her phone. Good morning. Welcome to the Columbus Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Kristen Pierce. I am a religious science practitioner here. Welcome to the first meditation of 2022. I'm so glad you're here. Sit back in your chair. Allow yourself to relax. Inhaling and exhaling. Letting yourself come home to you, to right now, to this body, this time. The holiday season, that big rush of stuff, at least around you, if not in you. Allow that to begin dissipating. We've moved through the door from 2021 into 2022, and it's okay to sit down, to breathe out, and to let it go. So this meditation today is about releasing all of 2021, all of the energies, all of the thoughts, all of the excess that no longer needs to be with you here, now. And then opening that door into presence and looking, peering into what's next for you. Good. Listening just to the sound of your breath for a few moments as you inhale and exhale. Letting both come naturally and easily with your focus on the exhale, imagining that every exhale releases more of what has already passed, the stresses, even the joys, releasing those energies, those emotions, those thoughts back to where they came from. Let go. As you continue to focus on your exhale with the intention of releasing what is already done, what is already passed. Feel as you sink more deeply into your chair. Might even wiggle your butt a little bit. Make that cozy space for yourself. There is nothing left to do, nowhere else to be, but right here, right now. If you find find that there's a part of you that wants to twitch or shake, move, let it. You can shake out the dust of what's already done. That's okay. Sometimes coming home to yourself involves a little bit of movement. When you come home, it's like, oh, here I am, right now. It's good to feel this body. It's good to feel this breath. To know that both are here to support me, to support you. Continue focusing on your exhales. And you may notice that if you were tired before, you may have more energy now as you release what no longer serves. Sometimes the effect is more life, more vitality, more focus, more energy. You may naturally begin to put more energy into your inhales. And that is a sign that it's time to bring in what's next, to crack that door with curiosity, knowing that the exhales will continue to support releasing what is done, just easily and naturally. But these inhales draw forth what is next, what is necessary. I wonder what's next. I wonder. Continue breathing. Let yourself be filled by the music, filled by your breath, filled by the feeling of something new and something nurturing and nourishing coming in. You may begin to feel more expansive. You may feel more expansive below, at the sides, above. You're welcome to reach into it if you like. Connect to the energy, to the vitality. Find it. Breathe it in. to be filled up? What is it like? Imagine what it's like. If you can't quite feel it right now, that's okay. Imagine what it's like to be free of what is done and filled with what's coming, what's already here in spirit. What's it feel like? Perhaps like the treetops in a breeze, leaves rustling, feeling all the pieces and parts of this body. Good. Breathe it in. Keep breathing. This is your time. Nothing else to do right now except receive. So good. Breathing in that life through mouth, letting it flow through neck and shoulders and chest and heart and belly and hips and legs and feet. Full, abundant, expansive, allowing, receiving the gift that is life, the gift that is God, Spirit, magnificence, light. Yes, I am grateful. Coming back into this body, into this space, this time right here, right now, knowing as we complete this meditation that I am, you are, there is only one. Good. Thank you. As we release this meditation today, I invite you to continue enjoying that curiosity and that fullness of what's next, what's here now, what's coming. Yes, I lift it up, I let it go, and so it is. Thank you for joining me today.
Columbus Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Joni Bauman, and I'm a licensed religious science practitioner. I'll be sharing our announcements today. A huge thank you to everyone joining us today in person, as well as on our Facebook page for both meditation and Sunday celebration. Another big thank you to everyone that contributes to our center, the Columbus Center for Spiritual Living. Your donations and pledges help us celebrate here on Sundays and provide online inspiration as well. Our 2022 Pledge Campaign is officially launched, and I'm happy to say as of today, we're at $72,440 of our 2022 pledge of $95,000. So thank you so much to everyone. If you'd still like to pledge for 2022, please contact the office for a pledge campaign packet, or you can pick one up here in the lobby. Everyone is also invited to attend our quarterly community meeting next Sunday, January 9th, right after service. This will be a short meeting to get the community's final thoughts and feedback on the leadership options that were presented at our last meeting. Based on the current pandemic, we are not planning to have a potluck, and the meeting will not last more than an hour, so please join us. If you would like prayer after service or any time throughout the week, you can find our prayer practitioners on our website, columbuscsl.org, or you can submit a prayer request on our Facebook page. Today after service, our practitioners will also be in the ante room just outside these doors. So that's the news for today. Let's all stand and sing our opening song, Holy, Holy Way by Ricky Byers-Beckwith.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to the Columbus Center for Spiritual Living, those that are here, those that are online, those that are viewing us in the future. My name is Margie Sammons. I'm a practitioner here and a ministerial intern, and I welcome you to the Columbus Center for Spiritual Living. We're an inclusive organization, meaning we love everyone, whoever you are, however you're expressing in the world, whatever your path is. We know that all paths lead to one. So welcome for joining us. We're happy to have you here. So let's see. As many of you know, we are searching for a new senior minister, and to continue to hold the consciousness, we recite our prayer at the beginning of our services. So
You can feel free to say this along with me or allow my words to be your words. I know Spirit expresses itself through each person as the one perfect life that is God's life. I recognize God as loving, gracious, abundant, and wise, and these qualities of Spirit are my qualities as well as the qualities of the whole Columbus Center for Spiritual Living community. I know the power of affirmative prayer, and I claim by faithful and mindful action that Spirit now guides our new senior minister to CCSL. I claim my new minister is a revelation of God as wholeness. I see our chairs filled with people and families who are attracted and inspired to signs of mind and spirit, and our new minister inspiring us to be our best of spirit within us. I affirm now our new minister helps CCSL grow and prosper, knowing that God resides in each of us and that we are co-creating with Spirit to fulfill our mission of making the world a place that works for everyone. I am thankful our prayers and affirmations bring this new minister to CCSL. I am grateful that we are building a strong and loving community of people who embrace love, wisdom, and the freedom to be a wise and loving expression of the one. I release this community prayer into the law, knowing that it is already done. And so it is. So please read our mission statement along with me. We serve the transformation of individual lives through education, spiritual practice, and deep community, using Spirit and science of mind principles as our compass. So I'd like to thank practitioner Kristen Pierce for the beautiful meditation this morning and for holding High Watch as she also does our live streaming for us. She is a multifaceted woman. And I also know that any of our practitioners that are not here are holding High Watch for us as well on our Sunday celebration. So I'd like to reintroduce our platform practitioner, Joni Bauman. Joni?
We now begin our sacred service. A reading from Mary O'Malley. What's in the way is the way. Something very extraordinary is happening here. There are no ordinary moments in your life. Now let the music take us within.
Flow
contemplate these inspiring words, let go of the shore, and break into a new year, I am conscious of Spirit's presence, infinite love, and generosity. The love of this wonderful presence is within me and everyone in this service, everyone watching, radiating to all, flowing through all, much like beautiful music touches our hearts. We are one with this universal essence of life and feel the richness that is ours to share. I claim that we are abundantly supplied as we go into this mystery with everything that makes for beauty, well-being, progressive living, prosperity, and happiness. These gifts of the Spirit are ours to receive, and as we accept these gifts, we accept them with expectancy, joy, gratitude, and wonder. Our cup is overflowing. And I know the service is in divine order, perfect and blessed, lifting us up with the power and the wholeness of the One. So I release this understanding of oneness and truth into the law, knowing that it is already done. And with a grateful heart for this loving and enlightened presence within, please join me in saying, so it is.
Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Float into the mystery. Light of hope, it lives within me evermore. The light of hope, it lives within me. The light of hope, it lives within. The light of hope, it lives. The light of hope. The light of hope, it lives within me evermore. The light of hope, it lives within me. The light of hope, it lives within. The light of hope, it lives. The light of hope, the light. And though I walk in darkness, shadows all around, may I be the place where it will meets me. Evermore, evermore, within me. The light of hope is the light of hope. The light. The light.
Oh, beautiful. That's Carissa Holmes. Thank you. Beautiful song. So,
everyone online. You know, this is such a fun time of the year because we get to think about our new resolutions that we may or may not keep. And we also think about what this new year typically is holding for us and what we may decide to do differently as we step into 2022. It's weird, 2022. It just feels like 2020 and 2021 went like that. So let's hope that we have some presence and some lastingness to 2022. So this month's theme is Living Everyday Wonder, and it's a reminder that our lives are special, graced with miracles, and they're spiritual. Our theme reminds us that spiritual living doesn't happen on the meditation cushion or just on Sunday mornings. Spiritual living is a way of life that happens every moment of every day. And it's applying the spiritual tools and principles to every area of our lives on a regular and consistent basis, a daily basis. So when we do so, life flows easier. Choices are clearer, and seemingly miracles happen every day. So there is wonder in every day, and it's just waiting for us to live it. It's in our daily life that we encounter the divine. The wonder of spirit is everywhere, and we can't escape it because we are inseparable from it. It is our truest essence. When we become conscious of it and live in our awareness of it, our daily experiences become opportunities for transformation and for our individual and collective evolution. So Ernest Holmes, our founder, said this about living our lives. He said, that which today seems to us supernatural, after it is understood, will be found spontaneously natural. So many of us go through the motions of daily life and we're unaware of the beauty that surrounds us and that is within us. We wait for something spectacular or something rare to inspire us. And something spectacular has already inspired us, has already breathed life into us. And it continues to breathe us, maintaining and sustaining us with every breath. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. We are expressions of the one mind. And as we live our lives, this principle of the divine, that which we call God, expands. So I want to remind us all that life is meant to be lived. And living is a verb that requires our conscious and active participation within it. Without action, application, practice, we aren't living, we're just merely existing. So it reminds me of the blessing that we always say at the end of every Sunday celebration. And the blessing that we use is also an important science of mind point of view as well. We proclaim there is only one life, that life is God, that life is perfect. And then we go on to say, and that life is my life now. We are speaking our word when we proclaim our blessing at the end of every Sunday. We're acknowledging that, yes, we are living our life and that life is God. It cannot be anything but God. In our Centers for Spiritual Living Declaration of Principles, we state that this one, meaning God or Spirit, manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. So this week, this month, and actually throughout 2022, we're going to be called to know God as our lives in many different aspects of our lives. We're gonna look at God in our lives right now, and as we step into our future, knowing that we are co-creating our lives with the power that created the planet, the stars, the universes. So if we take a moment to contemplate this, we're going to realize that there's a whole lot of wonder going on around us. It's basically life. And when we are curious, we make direct contact with it. If you're finding it hard to believe this, or if there are days when you cannot see the wonder in your own life, I offer you this affirmation. Just say, I recognize the extraordinary in the ordinary. So I encourage you not to fall into the habit of downplaying yourself or your own life. It's too easily done. And this affirmation reminds you that the extraordinary is all around you if you just look with the eyes of spirit. Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now said, it is not uncommon for people to spend their whole life waiting to start living. Don't do that. Don't wait. To live and really experience life, seek the amazing, the remarkable, and the wonderful every single day. Create magic in your life. You know, you can even use, if you do a gratitude practice at the end of the day, just listing what you're grateful for, you can use that practice to just think about what extraordinary things have happened in your life. It's just a practice. Joseph Campbell, in his The Power of Myth, put it this way. I really like this. People say what we're all seeking is a meaning for life. I don't think that's what we're really seeking. I think what we're seeking is an experience of being alive, so that our life experiences on the purely physical plane will have resonance within our own innermost being and reality, so that we actually feel the rapture of being alive. That's what it's all finally about. And that's really what living everyday wonder is. It's recognizing and experiencing the rapture of just being, of living. It's the appreciation of our life experiences as the gift that they are. So Mary O'Malley captured the essence of this everyday wonder perfectly in the quote that Joni read earlier in the service. Something very extraordinary is happening here. There are no ordinary moments in your life. O'Malley also writes, true alchemy is about transforming unconsciousness into consciousness. Curiosity is where the magic happens. So alchemy in this sense is recognizing the extraordinary is inherent within the ordinary. It's revealing what is already present within. The butterfly exists within the caterpillar, the mighty oak within the acorn, and orchards, not orchids, but orchards within just one apple seed. Awe and wonder are present in modest, ordinary things. So one form is transmuted into a higher form as its truest essence is revealed. The ordinary really is the extraordinary. So with a bit of practice and creativity, seeing the world with curiosity becomes a natural part of our worldview, and we can see the majesty all around us. We just have to practice it a little bit until it becomes a habit. in our lives. So the more we're conscious of our true essence, our divinity, and our oneness with all, the more every aspect of our individual lives is transmuted into a higher expression of life. It's in the daily that we encounter the divine, and daily practice is where it's at, just knowing that. So this year, we envision a world that works for everyone and all of creation. And our mission at Centers for Spiritual Living is to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. So personal and global transformation happen in our daily lives and in our everyday experiences. And it's important to cultivate a sense of wonder and interest wherever we are, and appreciate that everyday experiences of play, creativity, emotions, our bodies, relationships, nature, work, finances, home, and community are all opportunities to recognize the extraordinary in our lives. So, as you know, we always say this, we typically share the themes each month and for each particular Sunday as we move through the year. And they're brought to us by Centers for Spiritual Living. Each month this year, we're going to focus on one of the areas I just kind of listed and explore what it means to live everyday wonder through day-to-day experiences. So each week we'll have some fresh insights, some ideas, some suggestions, and practical tools for personal and global transformation. And this is my PSA. This is the 2022 Spiritual Journal. And if you purchase one from the CSL shop, and you don't need one, but you can follow right along with it, because each Sunday it has notes that you can take and things that you can reflect upon, and you can use this journal throughout the week for the journey that we're going to go on in 2022. If not, you can still benefit from the talks, the ideas, and the tools that we'll be sharing for transformation each week. That was my little PSA for that. So I do love this quote, and this is a quote from Sharif Abdullah from his book, Creating a World That Works for All. He says, "A world that works for all is one where our mundane actions serve our deepest individual and collective needs. In such a world, the possibility of the beautiful and the sublime exists because we've taken care of the ordinary." I just love that way of looking at life as not just plain and simple and ordinary. Another expression or another quote that I picked up that I really like was from Guru Nanak, the founder of the Sikh tradition. He said, "Truth is high, but higher still is truthful living. It's not enough to know spiritual truth, with a capital T. We must live it, experience it, and allow ourselves to be transformed by it." So when we teach science of mind principles and practices, we always talk about the truth. The truth as what we see out here in the world, we sometimes think that's the truth. But when we're talking about the truth of who we really are, we always say with a capital T, truth. And so the truth is, and what we believe, is that there is only one life, and we are all one. The truth with a capital T is the universe is resplendent, and beauty is everywhere. The truth is there is only the eternal now, and in it all is truly well. The truth is divine wisdom, and it is ever present and available, and we are divinely guided and governed. The truth is that we prove it when we live it. And this month we'll have opportunities to explore these truths and live with them. So we're going to do a little exercise today, if you're here, which will allow you to take what's been said today a little bit deeper and apply a practical application to today's message. So everyone should have a little piece of paper that looks like this. And if you're online, I'm sorry, you won't have this paper, but it's a circle. Thank you. And I want you to turn to the part that says January. And so it says Living Everyday Wonder, Wheel of Life tool. And you should have a marker or pencil. And we're going to take a few moments, not very long, and allow you to map out your own personal wheel of life today. Just right where you are at this moment in time. So right now, if you're comfortable, just close your eyes for a moment and breathe deeply. Allow yourself to just relax and take some time to turn within right now, breathing in through the heart and out through the heart. In these few moments, you will be asked to contemplate some of the aspects of your life and use the tool to help you see them more clearly. So as I call out the aspects, you can just follow them on the tool to plot what you notice by placing a dot on each spoke of the wheel. The more expansive you feel in any area of life, the further out on the spoke you place the dot. And conversely, the tighter or more constricted you feel in any area, place the dot closer to the center. Without judgment or trying to change anything, simply notice which areas feel expansive and which areas feel more constricted. So to begin, you can look at your wheel and think about the following in your life. And then you can mark them as we just kind of run through them here. So the first spoke is inner life, which is made up of your mental and spiritual well-being. Then you move into play in your life. And now your creativity. Consider your emotions next. And moving around the circle to your physical body, and then to relationships, and then to nature, now to work, moving to finances, then to home, and then finally community. And if there's another area of your life that you would like to add, you can put that in the little spot that says other. The next thing I'm going to ask you to do is to draw a circle connecting your dots. And what do you notice? Would your wheel roll smoothly, or would it go thump, 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 thump? What size is your wheel? And just notice how all of these areas are important, interrelated, and interconnected, and each is a vital part of the wholeness of who you are. So orienting ourselves to wonder and being curious about life expands us and our experience of life. So looking at your wheel, you can think about what areas you might want to benefit from being curious about. And don't forget that your little wheel right now is just a snapshot of this moment. Over the course of this year, we're going to focus on each of these 11 areas each month. And we're going to provide plenty of opportunities to practice wonder and curiosity. So as we go through the year, we invite you to be curious about the shifts and changes you experience in each of these areas. And plot the dots again as you recognize these shifts. You don't have to hand it in. It's not an assignment, it's just a way to look at your own life. So at the end of the year, I'm going to ask you to plot the chart again to look at how the whole of 2022 has impacted you. Because over the course of the year, we're going to be talking about this. You'll be able to notice what's changed, and odds are, if you practice living everyday wonder, which is our theme, your will look very different, and you will be different. So here are some questions. I'm just going to speak them out that you can ask yourself as you look at your personal will of life and you move forward on your journey in 2022. So these are some questions that can help you look at your will in a specific way. 1, in what areas of your life could you benefit from a little more wonder? The next question is, what is something that you have always wanted to learn to do but haven't yet? What is one ordinary thing that you have a deep appreciation for? And what about it makes it special? And the final question you can ask yourself is, when do you feel most alive? So you keep that wheel with you and tuck it away. You don't have to share it with anyone, and you can pull it out periodically, once a month, once a week, whatever you want to do with it. And so I'm going to leave you with this message, and this message is in the spiritual journal. It's from our Centers for Spiritual Living spiritual leader, Dr. Edward Malone. And this is what he says. Awe and wonder are present in modest, ordinary things. With a bit of practice and creativity, seeing the world with curiosity becomes a natural and eventually permanent part of our worldview. For 2022, this is what I wish for you. So let's take this into prayer. What I know about Spirit as I contemplate my life is that Spirit is in, through, and as me, and in every aspect of my life. I know that I am humbly co-creating with this power that is the source of all. And so I recognize that there is creativity, there is joy, there is curiosity, there is abundance, there is fun, there is laughter, there is joy in this thing that I call God. And I am certainly connected to that. And as I step forward into this new year, I claim my involvement in my life. I know that I will step into curiosity and wonder. And I know that is true for everyone else as the new year unfolds, for each and every person. And so what I know about this 2022 is that there is joy, and there is change, and there is excitement. And so we look at the future with anticipation and wonder. And for this experience, my heart overflows with gratitude, knowing that it will be a wonderful trip and a wonderful adventure, and that that adventure is in community. So I release this word into the law, knowing that it is already done in the mind of the thing itself, the law. And I invite you to close with me by saying, and so it is. Amen. Ashe.
she shuffled slowly down the market aisle, she paused and turned to me with a sweet smile. We said goodbye and then she left to make her way with a dozen lovely roses in her arms.
Perfect. Thank you, Carissa. So now it's time for the giving of our gifts. And I want to thank everybody for the ways that you're contributing to support the center during these weird and wonderful times. You know, so we're honored to be able to be here, be online, and support you spiritually. And we do appreciate the gifts, donations, and tithes that you send to CCSL. This is how we pay the rent and our musicians and all the things that bring us Sunday service and more. So your donations really help us fulfill our vision statement and helping to create a world that works for everyone. So as we engage with the law of circulation, we remember that God is our source, and we are circulating Spirit's energy in the form of money by giving and receiving. So when we send the basket around, if you've already given or if you can't give, just put your hands on there and send that energy that is love, because we love that too. And I just ask you to say our affirmation with me. My gift goes forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does its good and perfect work and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
So as we witness the law of circulation, we're going to sing, God You Are. 2, 3, 4. God You are, every mountain, God You are, every ocean, God You are, every kingdom, every inch of earth and sky. God You are, every morning, God You are, every midnight, God You are, every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is You. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is You. God You are, every sunrise, God You are, every moon glow, God You are, every star shine, every inch of earth and sky. God You are, every springtime, God You are, every snowfall, God You are, every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is You. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is You. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is You. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is You.
So knowing that God is everything present, everything we are, everything we do, and as we greet this new year with hope and wonder, I am thankful. Holy gratitude to all who have contributed and participated in this service with their talents and their treasures, including all of you here today. And I know that the gifts presented here are given and received with joy, with a sense of abundance and prosperity and of infinite source. Thankful that we are all one, and for the many gifts we bring, together we sing.
And so it is, and so it let it be. And so it is, and so we let it be.
Now it's time for gratitude. I love this part. I'd like to thank our practitioners today, Kristen Pierce for meditation, and Joni Bauman on platform. Thank you very much. And a big thank you to our featured musician, Carissa Holmes. Woo! And our center trio, Tony Bernardi, Steve Paracas, and Jimmy Casco. We also want to thank Rob Kuhn back there on sound, Julie Colburn, our service coordinator, and Kristen for stepping in and doing live streaming today. I want to thank Robin Brookhouse on slides with Debbie Conkle, her trainee on slides. We're always excited when we have trainees. And thanks to our song leader, Mac Ware, who sang along with Carissa. That's great. And all the other volunteers that help put on our Sunday celebration. And least of all, but not least of all. Most of all. Last but not least. I don't know how it goes. I'm confused some days. Thank you for being here in person, for being here online. And if you're joining us for the first time today, we really welcome you. And we would love to give you a welcome packet. So if you're physically here, see Julie on the way out. She'll give you a welcome package as you leave today. And or if you're online and you want to know more about us, contact us via a private Facebook message. We can mail one, snail mail one to you, or send us a private Facebook message or go online and reach to us if you're not getting information from the center. So please say our blessing with me. There is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. And so it is.
So we have a choice. I think I'll choose heaven today.
Perfect. 1, 2.